fine for the average everyday project, but if they do something that's truly disruptive, you're not going to have that. It does have to be a leap of faith at a certain point. I always give that example of, did they do a business case for building a railway across Canada? No, they just did it because it made sense. And I think there's, you have to make a distinction between, is this kind of your regular business of what you do every day, or is this something that is someone sees a future and emotionally understands that they need to move in the direction? I give the example like an iPad. Do you think Steve Jobs did a business case on creating the iPad? No. You believe in something and you do it.
You need at least a benchmark to be able to measure against. So you're going to take a leap of faith on a project. You at least want to know these are the things that we're going to be able to achieve and have something to measure against to report back to executives. Or do you think on the, Monique's example with, some of the innovation projects, do you kind of, is it a really big leap?
I don't know what you were looking to measure when you were building the railway. You just, I guess, getting it carted from Halifax to Vancouver. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. You're just going in it, and you just know that you're going to have to do something better than today. That's what you only know.
To your point, Sean, I think that you can document the outcomes. You can measure against those outcomes. I think what we're trying to say is not everything is going to be a return on investment. That's the key, right? So I think the financial argument is a piece of your business case. The business case obviously has to describe a problem or describe an opportunity. But we have to make sure that when you're trying to sell it, you're also saying, look, strategically, the organization is going this direction. Here's how this will help strategically. Preparing a compelling case. To Ted's point, the compelling case isn't always a dollars and cents thing. Mm-hmm. It is the future vision. It is where the organization wants to go. Our job is to ensure that we're aligned with that, not necessarily always the finance guy.
I hear this about innovation and opportunities are taking the leap of faith. At the end of the day, it's I agree with Anne. It's back to strategically where you want to be and where you want to be positioned and what your customer wants. There's going to be a balance for you in terms of how much at risk you feel you are from a customer or share perspective, or if a customer is looking for innovation, or if innovation is key to your strategic goals, then there's going to be a certain number of projects or business cases that are going to see the table and are going to get funded, knowing that there's an opportunity for failure, but at least you're going to determine if that truly is what the customer wants or not, or it positions you better against your competitors. That's really all it is. I mean, I agree with, and Ted says about the railroad, but at the end of the day, the reason for that was to expand and to broaden Canada and stuff like that. So there was a reason for it. Did it have a quantifiable business case? No, not in numbers, but at the end of the day, there was a rationale behind it, and it made perfect sense because that's where Canada needed to be.